Hello everyone. So now we are going to discuss about while loop. Okay. So as we discussed earlier about the for loop. So basically loop are using for repetition process. If you want to do some work in the repetition, uh, so you can use the while loop. Okay. So what is the syntax? Syntax is like you can write while. While is a keyword, and after that you have to pass any condition. And here you can write a set of instructions, means you can write your instruction whatever you want to execute, and after that you have to write increment decrement. You must be ensured that when you are writing a while loop, so condition is must be like the terminate conditions. Okay. So if a loop does not have any kind of mm, terminate condition, it mean that the loop is going for infinity, so you have to write a terminate condition here. Okay. So uh, let's see uh, example for implementing while loop. So yeah, here I can write a while loop. So let's take a variable a is equal to 1 while a is less than 10, print a. So now you can see I am not writing any increment and decrement operation here. So you can see every time it is taking value a is equal to 1, so condition is always true, so it is always printing 1 1 1 1 1 1 to the infinite time. So you have to write a increment or decrement. So suppose I am writing here a is equal to a plus 1, so that means the value of a is increasing at every step, so it is printing from 1 to 9. So when I am running this code, so you can see this is the output. Okay. So this way you can use the while loop. So suppose you want to do anything, you can write a initialization here. After that you have to give the condition. Here you can write the set of instruction, and after that you have to write the increment and decrement operation in the while loop. Okay. Fine. Another thing you can see here, while loop, there is one specialty in Python is you can use the else here with the while, because you can see else in the other programming language else is only used with the if. So you can use else in while. So while if condition is true, so then the instruction is to be executed. If condition is false, so what happen? So if condition is false, you have to write a else part. You can write here else part. Okay. So with the help of while else, you can write a while loop as it is, and there is one more option, that is else part. It is an optional, either you can write it, or if you don't need to, so no need to write here. So if suppose condition is false and you want to write some message to the user, so you can write a else part. So else part is executed only when condition is false. Got my point? Okay, fine. And next is break and continue. So break is just like used for break the loop, and continue is for jump statement. Okay, I'll just explain with the example. Okay, so you can see this is the example of break. So I can start with a is equal to 1, and I'm checking a condition while a is less than 10. So this loop is running for 10 time, from 1 9 time. It is starting from 1 until 9. Okay. I can print a, and if a is equal to 5, so you can say double is equal to operator is used for comparison. So if a is equal to is 5, then break the loop. Okay, so what happened here? So basically programming is running from the top. So a is equal to 1, fine. Condition is checked, 1 is less than 10, so condition is true, so print a. So 1 is printing here. Again it is checking the condition is false, so the value of a is incremented by 1. So now the value of a is 2. Now it is going for the upside. Again it is checking the condition is true, it is printing 2. Same thing, 3 4. Okay, after printing 4, you can see the value of a is incremented by 5. It is go upside, check the condition, 5 is less than 10. Yes, condition is true, so print 5. Now print a is equal to 5. Now condition is true, condition is true. So what so the if block is to be executed. So here you can see I am writing a break keyword. So break keyword is used to break the loop. That means this loop is break, and it's the control is come outside of this for loop, because for loop is end here, so it is just come outside of the for loop and execute. After that, if you are writing something here, suppose you have write some code here, so it would be executed. If you are not writing, that means your program has to be completed now. So your output is 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, so this is the break statement 2 basically, means completely break the loop at any condition. Okay, what condition you have to pass here. Okay. Okay. Same thing you can use in continue. So here you can see I am writing a is equal to 1 while a is less than. Same thing, I can just replace a keyword from break to continue. So you can see initially it is printing 1 2 3 4 4. It's okay. What happen again? So again you can see the value of a is 5, it is go upside and checking the condition. So obviously 5 is less than 10, condition is true, it is printing 5. Okay, now it is checking if a is equal to 5, so that means condition is true. Condition is true, that means continue. Continue means jump. Jump means it control is going from here to here, it is not incremented value. Okay, so when it is jumping from here to here, so again it is checking the condition 5 is less than 10. So you can see after 5 it is going for infinity. Okay, so jump continue is basically what doing. So just like in break is basically terminate the loop and come outside of the loop, and continue is skip all the statement after writing continue, and it is go to the top and starting from the here. Okay, so what you have to do, if you don't want to write this loop in infinity, so you have to write a is equal to a plus 1, either here or either here, you can write any there. So after continue and it is go for upside, so again it is a is to be incremented, so this loop is not going to infinity, it is just printing one by one values. Okay. Okay, let's see how you can write this code here. So I can write if a is equal to 5, then we can use break. Okay, when I am running this code, so you can see 1 2 3 4 5, after 5 it is terminating. Okay, if I am writing here continue, so you can see this loop is running infinite time and 5 is running infinite time. You can see 5 5 5 5 5 5, it is printing infinite time. Okay, and my server is busy, so we have to stop server, and you can see if I just want to skip them, so I can write a is equal to a plus 1. Okay, and now I am going to run this, so you can see it is printing 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, because it is jumping. After that there is no statement executed. Okay, I can write a simple statement, print hello. Okay, now you can see the difference. So you can see after 4 and 5, you can see after 1 it is printing hello, 2 hello, 3 hello, but 4 after that no hello. That means it is checking that 4 is equal to, when it is printing 4, so it is incremented by 1, so now the value of a is 5, but it is checking 5, so it is continue, not execute this statement, it is go just the upper side. So you can see after 4 it is not printing hello, after 5 it is printing hello. So continue is basically used for jumping the statement. Okay, got my point? Fine. So you can see while is using by 3 way. Either you can apply condition. Okay, you can write some code here. Else part is the optional. If you don't want to do any if condition is false and you want to write something and you want to execute something, you can write in the else part. Break is a keyword which is used to break the loop, and continue is the keyword which is used to skip the statements. Okay, fine. Okay, so this is while loop, and in the next session we will discuss about some other topic. Thank you.